or Tampa. But he's ready to go. Nikolai Ehlers and company win the opening draw. The Canes have it, and here we go. There goes DeBrincat, who's having a phenomenal season with 40 points, 20 goals, 20 assists. But now Aho with a steal right down the middle, trying to get the shot through rebound. Svechnikov, and Gibson gets across to make the save.
Wow, it's the block off of the Aho shot. Heck of a play from Stankoven on the wing, just inside his own blue line to create the opportunity. And Gibson not only slid across, but he maintained his depth, challenging in the process. And he just squeezes it. He wasn't sure.
He is hit hard there, and Canes can keep this in. Walking the blue line with a chance here. And that'll be deflected away. Mike Riley in his 11th season. With all the injuries on the blue line. How valuable has that veteran pickup been for Carolina? Now here's a chance for Blake. He'll get it through, and Gibson makes the save and gets the whistle.
Where the bus has been thriving.
No,
it's true. I've been to their production line.
Here's a little pop fly that Bussy handles. A nice play as Carolina will set this one up. Trying to get that to the net was Robinson. Back to the point. That shot goes through, but how a guy like Jordan Martinook can affect the tenor of the temperature in a game, and we've seen in the past three. Well, here's a chance for Walker, putting one right on. Gibson can't handle the rebound. Canes 6 shots to just 3 for Detroit so far here in this opening period. Now setting up for Jankowski. It gets loose. They'll hack at it by Robinson, and it stays out. Hall will try to work this back to the point. Nystrom to it.
Oh, I think it was the stick of Gibson that saved a goal.
And Nystrom tees it up, bouncing shot. Robinson back in. Jankowski hits the crossbar. From his friends and helping his own cause. First, he'll deny Eric Robinson here, and then
one aside.
Well, this line is putting together quite the offensive force. Kept in by Riley. His shot deflected. Gibson with the rebound. Still out there. Robinson will handle it. Now to Hall. And now Detroit playing this deep into the corner to the left of Bussy, and Sean Walker will be pressured. Moving out quickly. Nikishin can't handle it. A chance. Rasmussen to score. Michael Rasmussen fires the shot low. It gets through Bussy. And Detroit on the board first here in Raleigh. Jankowski will drop it. Hall will take the shove there from Sandine Pelican. Now out in front for Robinson, and the save made by Gibson. Blue one just wide of the net. Now here comes Detroit trying to set this across, and Bussy gets a piece on the offering from Danielson.
Scored first in their last 3 games and not come up with wins. They've had a good period. Giving up the first goal, what they need.
Here comes Gostisbehere breaking in, and Gibson again with the glove hand will rob Shayne Gostisbehere to keep it a 1-goal game.
Just jumped beautifully here. Stretch pass, onside, on the tape. You think about his save on Robinson, that glove side. Heck of a saucer offering for Martinook. Might stay.
It will be Kotkaniemi centering Nikolai Ehlers and Jackson Blake. We're underway here in the second. Detroit wins the draw. They'll bat this one around. And Detroit will break this out. Chip to the Canes blue line. Nicely done by Gostisbehere. He'll get it up for Blake. Blake trying to drop that one back. He'll get it to Gostisbehere. His shot through traffic. Deflects. They score! Jackson Blake out front. The net front in the redirect. And Jackson Blake, coming up with his 11th of the season, ties it at 1.
Gostisbehere here. He kept a puck in to keep it alive first. And then he had a guy on the flank. I believe it was Chatfield. And he saw the layers of net front, including Jackson Blake. You see, left-hand side of your screen, Jalen Chatfield was an option. Gostisbehere made the better play with 2 guys on the way to the net. And Jackson Blake redirects it home to tie the hockey game.
Up the boards. Intended for Kopp. Aho got in the way of it, but reaching towards Leonard, the Canes will take it away. Svechnikov with speed. He's got Aho. Back to Svechnikov. He'll put the shot right on. Rebound comes across, and they'll score! Eric Robinson crashing to the net. It started with the engine that was Andrei Svechnikov. And then the finish from Robinson, and it's 2-1 Carolina.
So far tonight, the Hurricanes are playing heavy. It's just that simple. They're getting to the front of the net. Because they had convergence and they had a willingness to get to the front of the net, they eventually scored. Svechnikov fans on the pass. He was trying to go to Robinson. Ends up going off of Gibson. Actually, what a play from Andrei. It goes off the side of the net. Aside from being just a phenomenal friend for many, many years. Happy birthday, Mick.
He's one of the best. Now here comes Gostisbehere. Shoots, he scores! Shayne Gostisbehere, upper 90, and it's 3-1 Carolina.
Has the former Red Wing Gostisbehere ever been good in this game? Win the draw with help diving in from Will Carrier, and it creates the interchange between Gostisbehere and Chatfield, and then the top shelf cheddar cheese from Shayne Gostisbehere. Doesn't happen if you don't have two guys that win the draw, Stahl and then a diving in Carrier.
Yeah, we'll get to that one in the corner. He'll leave it there for Rasmussen. He's the goal scorer here tonight for Detroit. Rasmussen out in front for Conference. Bussy gets across to make the save.
But these are the types of saves you need. Recognizes that puck is not going to have a chance to elevate, so goes down with
a chance to erase a 3-game losing streak.
Mike, it looks like we're down a linesman, and Alexander Nikishin had not been on the bench, but he's just arrived. You want to prevent the Brinkets one-timer. That's your first priority, in my opinion.
It's a chance. Bussy gets across and robs Finney. 35 seconds left in the kill for Carolina. Kopp behind the net. He'll give it away to Robinson. Robinson fighting for it. Reaching in, though, and Detroit will keep it in. Sent out in front. Leonard gets it to Kopp, and they score. Andrew Kopp right to the top of the blue paint, and he redirects it home from Leonard, and it's a one-goal game here in Carolina.
Kopp took a page out of Carolina's heaviness book that we saw so regularly in the second period. Gets in that first, and you know, I think Nystrom may have gotten entangled with the referee and was late rotating. Beautiful pass from Leonard to Kopp in front. But I believe, because you look at Nystrom after, I think he looked around again. You're down to just one linesman. It's different.
Haynes looked to clear, pressure put on. Detroit keeps it in, now alone on in front. Bussy makes the save on Rasmussen.
But I can tell you this, Bussy makes another of his big saves tonight.
He'll get it to Gostisbehere. Nice pass here for Aho. Back in the seam, that hits the post. Svechnikov didn't waste any time to let it go, and now Detroit can clear. Shot by Sandin Pellikka is handled by Bussy. Rebound will be cleared by the Canes. On the way back into the Detroit zone. So Sandin Pellikka will hand it off.
Anytime. Oh.
Now here comes Svechnikov with a turnover. He scores! That's the magic of Andrei Svechnikov. And the 2-goal lead is reinstated. It's 4-2 Hurricanes.
He deserved that. I know the power play didn't convert, but Andrei had 3 puck retrievals on the power play a minute ago. You can feel it coming. Causes the turnover. Quick release on the blocker side. With any clean shooting opportunities. I'm telling you, Gibson's been more comfortable on the glove side than the blocker. Tight, swarming pressure on Detroit.
Winner of this game will be in first place in the Eastern Conference.
Way to go up on the glass, Gostisbehere.
Now Svechnikov to Martinook. He scores! Empty netter. Career goal number 100 for Jordan Martinook. And welcome back to the lineup. The Canes take a 5-2 lead.
Gostisbehere to go up on the glass. It makes it way more difficult for DeBrincat to keep it in. But eventually Svechnikov comes up with it. I think it tells you, as Jordan Stahl said in our bench interview and warm-ups, use rest as a weapon, and they did.
A shot, another save made by Brandon Bussy, and that story continues to roll as the bus stops another one. His 12th win of the season.